Hello everybody, welcome to Zyra Yoga. I'm Kayla. Happy Thanksgiving. We're just going to be doing a flow to kind of move our bodies before we get into the holiday spirit. So we're going to start laying on our backs. If you want to, you're just going to turn to face the, face the right side. Turn to face the right side of your mat and go ahead and lay down. So if you want to listen to what I listen to on my Spotify, it's today's date, so just look that up and then you'll see it on there. So just starting out, feet flat down on the ground, maybe letting your knees come together towards each other. And just taking a moment here to kind of allow everything to be heavy against the ground. Kind of moving through your body, finding anywhere that feels like it needs a little bit of extra care today. Just reminding yourself to modify as we move through our practice. Noticing where your breath is going. Starting to lengthen the breath out a little bit, maybe even bringing that constriction to the back of the throat. Bring that Ujjayi breathing. And then just bringing into your mind that idea of gratitude. Maybe there's something specific you want to bring into your mind, or maybe just the idea in general. Just take 2 more long breaths here. And then when you're ready, just extending your legs out long. We're going to bring our arms up over our head. Create as much length as you can through your body. And then taking both of your legs over towards the right, maybe even crossing the left ankle over the right ankle. And then we'll bring the arms over to the right, creating a big banana shape or crescent moon shape. Just feeling the air on the side of your body. Your ribs expanding. Coming back through center when you're ready. Lengthening out really long. And then taking over to the other side, so left. Bring the legs to the left, maybe the right ankle goes over. And then the arms, creating that big curved shape, the side body. Maybe even like imagining what it looks like for your ribs to be kind of expanding away from each other on your inhales. One more long breath here. And then we'll move back through center. Deep breath. As you exhale, draw the knees in towards your chest. And just rock around a little bit. As it feels good for you, left leg's going to come down onto the ground. Hands on the back of your right leg. And just extend your leg out long. Point and flex the foot a few times. And then taking your right hand to the inside of your right thigh and hold onto the back of your knee. Left hand's going to come onto your hip. Just allow your right leg to open out to the side. Maybe press up through your heel. Try to use your hand and your arm to kind of support the leg. On your next exhale, bending your right leg, we're gonna bring it back to center, and then your ankle is gonna go right over your left thigh, and we'll pull both legs in, rotating your left ankle a few times. And then keeping your legs how they are, just drawing your arms out to a T. We'll let our legs drop over towards the left. So the right sole of the foot's going to come to the ground. And then using your whole body to help you coming back through center, we'll unwind both legs, bring them back into your chest. Rock around a little bit. And then coming back through center. Right leg will come to the ground this time. Extend up long through the left, pulling your toes towards you, and then pressing the toes away. So just pointing and flexing a few times. Noticing if it feels any different than the other side felt. And then we'll bring our left hand to the inside of our left leg, holding onto the back of your knee, right hand to your right hand to keep that hip down. Just allowing your left leg to open. Really press out through the foot. And then bending your knee, drawing it back up. We'll take the ankle across the right thigh, draw both legs in, maybe holding the back of the right leg, and then rotate your right ankle. And then arms out to a T, both legs will drop over to the right, bringing the left sole of the foot to the ground. On your next inhale, using your whole body to help bring your legs back to center, unwinding both knees to the chest. And we'll just start to rock back and forth a few times. And then find your way up and all the way over, coming into a child's pose. So knees wide if it feels good. You can also have them closer together if you want a little bit more stretch through your back. And just extend the arms out nice and long, let your chest drop, forehead to the floor. Bringing that idea of gratitude back into your mind, maybe bring your awareness back to your breath. And then we're just going to do a little flow here. So on your inhale, we're going to lift and find your way into cat. And then drop your belly, bring your chest forward. As you exhale, sit back. Nice long inhale here. Exhale, pressing up into cat. Inhale to draw the chest forward. Exhale, sit back. Do one more like that. Inhale, lifting. I guess it's an exhale, lifting into cat. Inhale, come into cow. And this time come back through center, reaching up with the left arm. Find a nice big twist. As you exhale, we'll thread under, hover. Don't let your shoulder come to the ground. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, thread it through. Inhaling back up. Exhale, closing it down, other side. Rudder lifting. Exhale, thread through. Inhale to lift. Exhale, thread it through. Last time, lift. Thread it through. All the way up, opening. Exhale, bring yourself back through center. Tuck your toes and slide your hips up into downward facing. So wide through the hands. Start to pedal the legs, see how everything feels. And then coming through center, just take a few breaths here. Looking forward, walk your feet to the top of your mat. We'll lift halfway, nice and long through the spine. On your exhale, find your fold. Inhale, roll all the way up, reaching tall. Exhale, find your way back down into that fold. Halfway lift, nice long deep breath. As you exhale, bring yourself back down. Left foot's gonna step back, bringing the knee to the floor. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms up over the head. So come out of the lunge a little bit if you need to. Pop something under your knee if you need to. We're gonna open up through the chest. Holding here, maybe you can sink deeper. Inhale, reaching the arms back up. Exhale, take your hands down to the floor, and then shift yourself into half a split, lengthen out. And then take a moment here, rock back and forth with your foot. So it gives that kind of like flossing feeling in the back of the leg, there's a little stretch to the front of the foot. And then we'll shift ourselves forward again, step yourself to a plank. Coming down onto the knees, elbows hugging in, lower yourself down. Inhale, just a little cobra. Coming back down, and press yourself back. Find downward facing. Pedaling the legs. And then taking the gaze forward, walk your feet back up to the top of your mat. Lifting halfway, deep breath. Exhale to fold. Inhale, roll all the way up nice and tight through the core. Exhale, all the way back down, flat through the spine. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, folding. Right foot's gonna step back this time. Bringing the knee down. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, the hands behind your back. Open up, holding here. Right behind your back, right behind your head. Just getting that big opening, sinking down in the legs. Inhale to reach. Exhale, the hands back down. Inhale, shifting back. And just like before, we'll just pedal the foot forward and back. And then drawing yourself back. Planting the hands, step yourself back. So you can come to your knees again, or if it feels good, lowering down through full chaturanga. Maybe an upward facing. Maybe you want to stick with cobra. That's the only chaturanga I'm going to do today. So the rest of them I'm going to do on my knees. Pedaling it around. And then looking forward, walk your feet to the top of your mat. Lifting halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to reach. Exhale, fold all the way back down. We're going to do the same thing again. We're just going to add a little bit. So coming up halfway, flat back. As you exhale, fold down. Left foot's going to step back. Coming down onto the knee, reach the arms. On your exhale this time, hands down behind your back if it feels okay. We'll lean. You can keep your fists in your low back if you need to, or you can open up. Inhale, you reach the arms. Exhale, take them down to the ground. Inhale, shift it back, and then point and flex your foot. When you're ready, we're going to rock ourselves forward again. Bring your left hand to the ground, find a big twist. If you have the ability, go ahead and tuck that back leg in, maybe grabbing to give yourself a quad stretch. If it doesn't reach, you can just reach back. Taking that arm back down, step yourself back to a plank. On the knees or not.
Hello.
And moving through chaturanga, up dog or cobra.
Hello, hi.
Find your way back to downward facing when you're ready. Pedaling your legs out. And then looking forward, walk your feet to the top of your mat. Inhaling up halfway. Hey, babe.
Right.
Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll all the way up, reaching. Exhale, fold down. Halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Step back with your right foot this time. Knee down, reach your arms. Nice deep breath. As you exhale, hands down behind the back, clasping. Open up. So just like before, your hands can be in the low back if it feels better. Just try to squeeze the elbows towards each other. On your next inhale, lifting the arms. Exhale, take them down. Shifting your weight back, finding half a split, and then point and flexion foot. Go on, get. Go on, get. On your next inhale, we're going to shift ourselves forward back into our lunge. Left arm's going to lift. Take it up nice and high. And then reaching back, if you can bend your back leg. Grab your foot, finding that quad stretch, or just reach your arm back. One more breath here. And then circling it back around. Tucking the back toes, step back to plank. Vinyasa if you like, on the knees or not. You can always take cat and cow. We'll take ourselves back into a child's pose here, hold. Take a few breaths. Make any movements that feel good. Bring your mind back to that intention. Slowing the breath back down. And then as you're ready, we're going to walk our hands back towards our knees. Take your feet, or your knees nice and wide, your feet together, hands back behind you, tucking your tailbone, and then sink back. Babe, will you turn the light on for me? Yeah, that one's fine. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So really squeeze your glutes here. The further you lean back, the more stretch you're going to feel through the tops of the quads. So we're not doing this back bend here. We're just trying to get that quad stretch. And then we'll bring ourselves back up. Finding your way into downward facing. Take a breath here. You already had one today.
Good. So not two today.
When it feels good, looking forward, walking feet to the top of the mat. Lifting halfway, nice long deep breath. As you exhale, find your fold. Bend your knees really deep. We're going to sweep the arms, come into a chair pose, holding here. See if you can sink a little deeper. And then as you exhale, find your fold. Lifting halfway, nice flat back. Exhale, folding, planting your hands, step yourself back. Moving through a vinyasa of your choice. So I'm going to stick with cat and cow because my wrist isn't loving me putting the weight on it. But you can chat around there, kneeling, coming back through center, tuck your toes, send your hips up and back. Downward facing. Right leg's going to lift. Take it nice and high. Bend the knee, point up towards the ceiling, keeping it open. And then step it all the way through, coming into a crescent lunge. Deep breath. So see if you can lengthen up through the chest a little bit, and then try to press your pelvis straight down. If he's going to have that, we take him upstairs so he doesn't chew loudly. On your exhale, we're going to lean forward. Inhale. Bring your upper body back up. Ooh. One more time like that. Exhale, lean it forward. So nice long line from your fingertips to your heel. Take it back up. And we're going to lean it forward one last time, but we're going to bring our arms out here. Nice tight core. Find yourself into a twist. Your fingertips can come to the ground or they can stay hovering. Bring it back out. Back into that twist. Holding in your twist, drop your back knee. You can bring your foot in just like before, getting that quad stretch. And then unwinding, stepping yourself back to plank. Move through whatever vinyasa you like. Again, I'm sticking with cat and cow, but you can take chaturanga or kneeling or none. Coming through center, find downward facing. Sinking your heels down. Let your head be heavy. On your next inhale, left leg's gonna lift. Take it high. And then step it all the way up. I guess I forgot the knee opening. So if you already stepped up and you want, you can keep it there. Otherwise, maybe take a circle or two. And then we'll step it all the way forward into our lunge. Reaching the arms. Just like before. So if you can kind of create an arch in your back, press your pelvis forward so you get a big stretch through the front of your right hip. As you exhale, find that big lean. Inhale to come back up. Same thing again, finding that lean. Long line from the fingertips to the heel. And back up. Adding on, find your lean, arms out to the sides. Tight through your core, find a twist. Come back through center. Finding that twist again, holding it, hand to the floor, bring your back knee down. Kneeling twist. And then if it feels all right, maybe you can grab your back foot, holding it. Long, deep inhale. When you're ready, unwinding. Step yourself back to plank. Take whatever version of vinyasa you like. And we're going to sit our hips back into a child's pose. Just for a moment. Slowing the breath. One more standing sequence to come. When it feels good for you, coming back up. Find downward facing. Looking forward, walk your feet to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, nice and long through the spine. As you exhale, fold. Bend your knees deep, come back into chair. So if you have a block, or if you like to use a block, go ahead and grab one. Just have it at the top of your mat. If it feels good, we're going to find our way to like a drinking bird, so lifting the heels. See if you can sink really low. And then as you exhale, find a fold. Halfway lift, nice flat back. As you exhale, folding, plant your hands, step back. Vinyasa, whatever version you like. Inhaling up with the chest. Find your way back to downward facing. Right leg's gonna lift up, bending the knee, so you can open the hip. Maybe draw a circle or two. And step the foot forward into your crescent. So similar to what we did on that last side, or that last round, we're just gonna add a little bit. So you can do the same thing we did before, or you can add. So we'll start off leaning forward. And then inhale to come back up. You can lean forward again, or you can take your hands to your heart, or keep them over your head. We'll shift to warrior three. And then taking that back foot back down, reach your arms. As you exhale, find your way forward with that wide arms, and we'll come into that twist. Back into wide arms, you can come to a twist again. Or you can reach with your left arm, floating the back leg, revolved half moon. Wherever you are, we're going to bring our back knee down, coming back into that revolved lunge, kneeling. So take your foot really far back if you're in the half moon, and then draw it down. Maybe grab for your foot. Really hugging around your belly. Unwinding. Hands to the inside of your front foot. We're going to pick up the back knee, find a wide forward fold, and just rock side to side. And then coming back up through centering nice on deep breath. As you exhale, folding, walk your hands back to the top of your mat, step yourself back to a plank. Move through the vinyasa of your choice. Meeting in downward facing. Just have to do the other side and then it's all laying down. From there, when it feels good, left leg's gonna lift, bending the knee. See if you can open the hips, maybe draw a circle or two. And we're extending the leg long, looking forward, step your foot up to the top of your mat. Lifting up, finding your way into your crescent. So remembering that you can do the modified version without the balances that we did the first round. When you're ready for it, pressing into your front heel, find that lean to start. Inhale to come back up. Arms can stay over your head, or you can bring them to your heart, shifting forward. Find warrior 3, or just into that lean. Taking the toes down, reach your arms back up. We'll lean it forward, arms out to the sides. Starting just with that twist. Drawing in through the belly. Back out to the sides. Same thing again, or you can take your right hand, reach it far forward. Lift your right leg, revolved half moon. Remembering that feeling of gratitude, feeling gratitude for your standing leg. When you're ready, we're gonna come into our kneeling twist. So send the floating leg as far back as you can, and then bring the knee down. Maybe you can reach for your foot, maybe not. Don't worry about it if you can't. Releasing that back foot. We'll bring our hand down, lifting the back knee, walk yourself around, find that wide forward fold. It's not often that I wide forward fold with my bum to the camera. So this time maybe it feels good to hang. If you have a headstand, you can take it. Just kind of moving in a way that feels good for you. Returning to those slow, deep inhales and exhales. As you're ready, releasing the arms, lift halfway. Walk yourself around, stepping back. One last vinyasa if you'd like, or just coming onto your knees and sinking back into a child's pose. On your next inhale, we're just going to shift ourselves forward, crawling your way out onto your belly. Lengthen the front of your body before you come all the way down. Ooh. Not like you accidentally messing up my thing. Well, now I don't even know what's happening. Okay, it's still working. Great. So arms out a little bit, pressing into your pelvis. We're going to roll our shoulders back and lift. On your exhale, roll back down, forehead all the way to the floor. If you want to, bring your fingertips closer to you, pressing in. You might be able to lift a little bit higher. And exhale to lower back down. One last time like that. Lifting up. And back down. And then just bringing both arms up over the head. Palms facing up, just relax for a moment. We're going to take our right foot in towards our bum. If you can reach your foot, go ahead and give yourself a quad stretch. If you need a strap, just loop one around your foot, find your way here. I'll stay for a few breaths. You can always pause me. I told Kevin to bring that dog upstairs. I gave him a bone. And he didn't, so I'm sorry if you can hear my dog chewing. So when it feels all right for you, you can keep this left arm extended out long. We're actually going to look towards the right, but I'll keep looking to the right, to the left for a second. So you can keep this arm out long, you can bend it, you can keep it over your head, or you can bring it closer down towards your hip. So the straight out or cactus will give you a really intense stretch through your shoulder. So be careful with your shoulder. This is less, okay? Right foot's gonna stay where it is, right hand's gonna come right underneath your right shoulder. You'll look to the right, put your head down on the floor, and then your right leg's gonna come over, go nice and slow. If it doesn't go all the way, you can always bring it down. Otherwise, taking it to the floor, it might feel good to bring your right arm behind you. Just taking long inhales and exhales. Maybe trying to keep your mind from wandering by focusing on your breath. As you're ready, we'll come back through center, unwinding. Both arms up over the head, palms facing up. And then as you're ready for it, left leg's gonna come in. Go ahead and reach back for it, giving yourself a quad stretch. Stay right there. That's just my pie finishing. So just like on the other side, we'll find our way into that shoulder stretch with a twist. So your right arm's gonna come out to the side or over the head or down below, whatever you did on the left side. Looking left hand under your shoulder. And then we'll just bring that leg over, holding there. Maybe the top arm wants to come back. And just try to focus in on the breath. Maybe bringing that thing that you were grateful for, or just the concept of gratitude back into your mind. Maybe just giving gratitude to yourself for taking the time to be here. Two more long breaths here. And then slowly bringing yourself back over, both arms up over your head, palms face up. And then I want you to think about, like we did at the start of our practice where we made that banana shape. We're going to do the same thing now, but on our bellies. So legs are going to go over to the left. Arms will go over to the left, but keep your right middle body over towards the right. And this forehead on the ground, relax here. On your next in breath, legs back to center, arms back to center, reach really long through your body. And then we'll come to the other side, so legs over to the right, arms over to the right, just keeping the middle of your left side over on the left. coming back through center. Nice long breath. And then just kind of scoot yourself a little bit over towards the right. And you're just gonna flip straight over onto your back. Feet flat down on the ground, arms by your sides. Just take yourself through a few rolling bridges. You don't have to come very high. And then arms out to a T. Just let your knees drop over to the right. If you want to, that's the left, drop them over to the right. If you want to, you can cross your legs if it feels good, or you can just keep them where they were, stacked on one another. On your next in-breath, moving your legs back through center, evening your hips back out, maybe taking yourself through another round of rolling bridges. Just 2 or 3. And then arms out to a T, knees will go to the left this time. Just do whatever you did with them on the other side, on this side. Long, deep inhales and exhales. And then on your next inhale, drawing yourself back through center, knees to your chest. Just rock around a bit. And then taking the knees out towards your underarms. You can hold here, you can hold on to the ankles. You can come into happy baby if you like it. On your next exhale, go ahead and release your feet down onto the ground. Just taking your hands where your hips and thighs meet, press your thighs away from you. Maybe scoot the shoulders a little bit higher, creating that length through your spine. And then as you exhale, go ahead and release it all. Maybe take the feet a little wider. You can let the knees drop in. And then just take a few long breaths here, really settling in. You're welcome to turn me off and take a long Shavasana. I just ask that you hit that thumbs up so that I know you were here. Otherwise, just kind of focusing on that gratitude, on the feeling of your breath, filling your body. Being grateful for your body, for all that it does for you. And then on your next in-breath, just reaching your arms and legs long, stretching through your whole body. And then go ahead and bend one knee at a time, roll off onto one side. taking a moment there, making a new intention to bring this feeling of peace with you through the rest of your day, through your long weekend. And then when you're ready, just gently press yourself up, finding your way to seated. Lengthening up long through the spine. We'll take a deep breath in, reaching the arms. Give everything a shake to wake yourself back up. And as you exhale, hands to your heart center. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for all of you that joined me virtually. May the light within me reach out and touch the light within all of you. I'll see you next month. Thank you again. Bye.